Morning, everybody. This is Dana from Amber Dog Productions. Today I'm going to try to visit a place that's kind of been on my radar for a while. It's a place called Mirror Lake. I got a couple things going on there. It's a hike-in only as far as I can tell. No bikes from what I understand. So it's a hike-in only. I don't know if it's possible to get my kayak up there or not, and that kind of leads me to today's video. You know, these unanswered questions. I can't seem to find anybody that knows. So the plan today for me is to just hike the trail and see what's there, take a look at the lake, see if it's even worth all the effort. But if nothing else, get out and check out a relatively well-known popular lake. As I understand, it's about a 4.1, 4.2 mile hike. So we're gonna go up there and give it a bash, and let's see what we see. Amber Dog Productions. Let's get out there. Well, it's about 6:30 in the morning on the highway. We're on Highway 26, and we're heading towards Mount Hood. This particular place is not very far for me, and it looks like we got good weather scheduled today. Shouldn't be too overwhelmingly hot up there on the mountain, so I expect it'll be all right. Yeah, looks good.
Take the next right, then you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived.
Okay, we're at the trailhead to Mirror Lake, and looks like they've got the restrooms over here to the right, and they had the trailheads off to the right, and so far it looks pretty nice. Like I said, I've been here before, just kind of peeked around, but yeah, it's about 7:30 in the morning, and plenty of parking. It's on a Saturday, so that's why I got up early. This place is fairly well known, so I didn't want to have to sift around forever. And besides, an early start, that's always a good thing when you're doing nature walks and checking things out. All right, let's get this show on the road. Okay, we're at the start of the trailhead, and so I was correct. It looks like it's ADA compliant design for the first quarter mile, and that would account for the paving, hiking, snowshoeing, but no bikes, no ATVs, and no vehicles. Flip the camera on, you'll see the sign. And there you go. So here we go. Okay, as you get coming around this bend over here, you'll start to hear a little creek and a little open bridge. Kind of a nice looking little spot. Oh, it's really pretty. Coming off through the woods over there. That's pretty neat. And down this way, just kind of continues on. Nicely hidden. Cool. You know, funny thing, I definitely love nature. I certainly love being up in the woods. And never been much of a hiker. I think maybe I kind of got my fill of that in the military. But one thing's for sure, I really do like it up in the mountains. And look at that out there. You got another little bridge, another creek, goes to a little reflecting pool down there. Just coming out of the woods. Look at that over there. You know? And just looking around. How people can live in the city is just beyond me. But they probably think the same thing about me right now. So I ran across this. My mom's got a thing for giraffes. Spin this around and take a look at that. Yeah, I know the front feet are missing, but hey, you're in nature. You get what you get. It looks like a lot of people get a picture taken here. So I've completely lost track of how many bridges that I've walked across now. If I had to guess already, it's been at least 6. I mean, you know. So there's a lot of little tributaries and creeks running through here. It's absolutely beautiful though. I keep stopping. Yes, it's like at this point, I don't know if I'm ever going to get to the lake because I just keep stopping and looking, which, you know, that's okay. I'm not on a time schedule, and I guess that's part of observing nature. Don't be in a rush. So a lot of this trail so far has looked like this. Now, I'm not too awful far into the trail because I keep stopping, but it's all the tributaries and the waterways that really get my attention. Obviously, if you watch my channel, you know that I got a thing for water apparently, and so anytime I see a creek, a lake, or something like that, it's going to get my attention. But make no mistake, I really need the trees involved too, and I think maybe that's where part of this hike comes in. Yeah, I'm here to check the lake out and hike the trail to see if it's something that I want to take the kayak on, but I'm also here because I want to be, and I guess that's part of why I make the videos that I do. I don't do it for clicks, you know. My channel's not monetized. I doubt it ever will be, but I do definitely like doing what I'm doing. So for me, the $1 million question at this point, looking at that hill in front of me, is could I hike in with my Oru? The trail doesn't seem to be a difficult one. I'm not exactly spring chicken, and you can probably hear I'm already breathing a little bit harder. So as I hike along the trail, I just met a couple of people with their dogs. They were at the top of the trailhead for sunrise, and oh look, another bridge. And what they told me was should have beautiful clear skies when I get up there. The key phrase, what I heard out of that, when you get up there. So, and I know that I got some really good switchbacks coming. And usually switchbacks on a trail indicate a pretty steep incline. Oh look, another bridge. Man. Well, if you like little bridges, this trail is staggering. Oh wow, look at that. You gotta be kidding me. Serious right now. So I'm going to dip the camera down a little bit here for a different angle. Good and tight. Yeah, all right, here we go. The trail, I mean, other than that one really kind of nasty hill so far, it's been completely doable. I have seen some other people on the trail. There's a couple out ahead of me a ways. Let them get ahead of me. So you need to expect some traffic on this trail. So I guess the good news is that, you know, you get too tired, you're going to see somebody. It's funny how that flower looks like a rhododendron plant with an azalea flower on it. And I know that they're closely related. This is kind of interesting. We'll get a little bit of high up footage. As we walk along the Mirror Lake Trail. So yeah, as I've said in a couple other videos, you know, I'm always looking for places to go. Right now, it seems that one of my biggest hurdles that I'm having a hard time figuring out is these forestry roads that are all closed. That's really putting a hamper on my ability to get to some of these remote little odd lakes that maybe people haven't heard of. You know, I'll spend hours and hours scouring maps, finding lakes. Some aren't even named. And not all, but some of them have forestry roads that go either right by it or, you know, relatively close to it, within, you know, half a mile or so. And those are kind of the kinds that I like to target, because I figure, okay, I drive down the forestry road, pull over, grab my stuff, hike into the lake. The problem is the entrance to these forestry roads, they just, so far this part of last year, at least for sure, certainly this year, every one I've hit has been locked. So I don't know, maybe we'll get lucky. Now this part does not look fun as far as hauling my kayak up. But I think I know where I am in the switchbacks. Okay, so there's a view for you. We're definitely getting up there. If you look through the trees in the distance, you can see stuff. Sounds like maybe off in the distance I can hear Highway 26, the POW-MIA highway. Could be. It is beautiful up here. Wow. So, looking at the GPS, I'm not back to these really tight switchbacks yet. I just went up another pretty nasty hill, a little rocky hill, and but I know there's some really sharp switchbacks coming here, according to the trail on Google Maps. So definitely uphill. I think this is what they meant when they said, when you get up there. The thing about this trail I've noticed, especially if you're getting older like me, is it doesn't hurt to pull over and take a break. I spent quite a bit of my life, still do, on the go, 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 go. Maybe a lot of military in that. And maybe that's why I'm on this path. Not this literal path, but maybe that's why I'm on this path. Maybe to teach me to slow down a little bit. As they say, stop and smell the roses. Something I've never quite learned how to do.
Well, that's pretty steep. Wow. I mean, that's really steep. I'm definitely on the side of a mountain. So this is coming up to those switchbacks. I'm getting up there relatively close to the steep switchbacks, the part that I think will probably, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I think will be probably the hardest part of the trail. Already I've pretty much determined I don't think I'm going to be able to bring my kayak up here, and that's okay. I'm still going to finish this on because I want to see this lake. All right, so let's head on down the trail, see what we find. Usually when you see those kind of switchbacks, it's usually an indicator that it's really, really steep. And to get too far, to keep from getting too far off the beaten trail, i.e. if you're heading north and south, well, you can't climb straight up a hill. So you got to kind of zigzag it. So that's kind of usually the purpose of switchbacks. I mean, yeah, it could be something in the way, but anyway, on we go. Okay, so we're at the switchbacks, and you can see that it definitely pitches up and over, and off we go. But I'll tell you this much: the grade of the switchback is not bad. The really rocky one that went up earlier was significantly worse than this so far. However, if you look down to my left over here, down there, that's the trail that just came up. So you can see that the difference in elevation. Down there is where I was just shooting up, commenting how steep it was. I didn't even see this trail from down there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but anyway, on we go. And here we're coming up to the next switchback. And up we go. Off to my right is the second tier. Okay, I think I just got a glimpse of Mirror Lake. Should be around the corner here. Let's see. I know we're close. Oh, there it is through the trees. Wow. There's a trail here. Let's go this way and see what we see. Should put this up in my tall selfie stick. A lot of trees, looking for access down to the water. Boy, it's pretty small for a lake, but let's see if we can get a look at this. Here we go. This looks like a spot. Yep. All right. Get get on through here. Oh, I don't know, not too bad size. The water is clear, really clear. And the mosquitoes are prevalent. Yeah, looking up there at the mountain up there, the rock and everything, that's really cool. I think I'll have to get some shots of that. There definitely appears to be fish in here because I'm seeing stuff swirling. Pretty cool. We made it. Let's get a couple shots of this. Okay. Trying to find somewhere that might be decent. There's not a lot of shoreline over here. I can see a spot over there across and around the lake, but I'm not sure where the issues are with the the planks that they say are going underwater. Man, the mosquitoes are thick up here. Because around the way over there looks like a nice opening spot I could launch the drone from. That'd be pretty good. Theoretically, I could do it here, but it's not really that great. Kind of a lot of overhead trees and a little bit muddy. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'll look around and see what I see. Some one way or another. I don't see any reason why I can't get the drone up here. Looks pretty calm. So yeah, we're just gonna walk around the lake here, trying to find somewhere to maybe launch the drone from. So I thought, hey, let's take you with me. That was nice. Oh, that's a pretty view. I mean, theoretically, I could launch from here. It's not too bad. I gotta pick my spot. All right, continuing on, I'm just about to the other side of the lake that I was at when I first got up to the water's edge. Somewhere over here looked to be a fairly open spot that got some sun on it and stuff. It's actually really comfortable out here. I mean, granted, I'm hiking and stuff, but it's pretty nice. There's a little trail down to the water's edge there. Ah, here we are. I think this might be it. Yep. Stairs are usually a good indicator. They've actually got stairs here. Wow, okay. Either way, this looks like the money shot to launch from. All right. Well, let's set up and do this. Now, if you're unfamiliar with drones, this particular one, really lightweight. It's under the 249 gram deal, so you don't have to register all that. Grab me a battery. All right. So we got the drone, that's it. And on the back here, I got my little sticks for the controls. So basically just fold out the arms, insert a battery, and put your sticks on and power it up. Should be good to go. In theory, if all goes well. And I think I'll just launch from, yeah, right here looks good, really. Now you gotta wait for it to get all caught up and get some GPS signal. While it's doing that, I think I'll grab me a drink of tea. Ah, tea's nice and shaken. Got some well mixed tea. Now, the question is going to be is can I get satellites up here? I don't know if you can see this or not, but right now I have, oh, I'm getting some. There's 5 satellites right there, so take off with caution, no GPS. I'd rather not take off without GPS because these are GPS controlled drones. You can fly them without it, but no, I'm not a fan. Let's get that module warmed up. We're at 9. All right. We'll let that bad boy get warmed up, and I'll insert the footage to this right here. Okay, so there's a trail there that goes around the lake, it appears, but I hear water. So we're gonna go over here and have a look, see. These must be some of those planks they were talking about. Ooh. Oh, pretty. Look at that. Wow. Yep. Okay, so yeah, some of this looks a little bit muddy, but let's see what we got. So far, so good. Is this the planks that sink?
Yeah, I just found that out. So
Okay, yeah, I had heard about this.
yeah, my feet are wet now.
Well, you know what? That sunny place I was filming with my drone,
Yeah,
you could chill out there for a while and dry your feet
Yeah.
off.
you can still get to the lake right. I mean, you can
Oh,
walk
yeah.
some way. That there's just a
Yeah.
few planks there that you just sink right to the bottom.
Yeah, I was on that site, All Trails, and
Yeah.
people were talking about that.
I feel
So
like they should put a sign or something up, but
yeah, it's all from the snow melt. I think it
Yeah.
goes down. It goes a little better. Well, I'll check it out
it's
from
not a
over
big
here.
deal.
Yeah, I just don't feel like getting too wet today. Take care. Here's a nice little outcropping. Let's see what we got here. Oh man, look at that. Ooh, doggy. That's a beautiful view. Yeah. All right, get a couple nice shots of this. A little breeze on it, but this is definitely the spot that gives this lake its namesake. With the ripples in the water, it's not going to be epic. But this is definitely the spot. So, yeah. So the planks are on this way. Found the planks. That's the ones that you step on, they're going to go underwater. So I think we're going to pass on that. We'll go back the way we came. Let's go. Okay. Well, found the submerged planks, obviously. So I think I'm going to head back the way I came. Head on around here. And pretty much head on down the hill. You know, and it's not a really long hike. I gotta admit, Mirror Lake is not really a long hike, but parts of it can be a little challenging if you're not a hiker like me. I want to take note of some of these rocks around there. Bear in mind, we are right on Mount Hood, and there's a lot of these lava rocks like this around here. So it should be a reminder to you how all this stuff got here. Probably doesn't mean much of anything, but earlier on my way up here, I'd made a comment about a giraffe tree. And the funny thing is that I keep running across these everywhere. Like there's one there. Here's a bigger one right here. Oh, that almost really looks like a giraffe. It's got 4 feet and a broken tail. Anyway, yeah, I mean, on the way up here, and several on the way back even, I've noticed these trees like this. I'm not sure why I'm finding so many, but it's kind of cool. Just a little point of interest, something to keep your eye open for when you walk up on this trail, you can see those over there. I mean, they're bent kind of weird. Reaching for the light, I don't know. But yeah, just looking through the woods, it's not really hard to find some of these. Some of them are obviously pretty old, but it's interesting nonetheless. Just, you know, some of the weird things you see. All right, so we're back at the switchbacks. Tree roots, and I'm sure they got the guardrail here because of these tree roots down here. You could easily lose your footing, and you don't want to fall over that or that over there down the hill. And off we go. Okay, so I'm walking along the trail and I come across this stump right here. It's an old one, and you can tell it's really old because it's got that notch cut in it where they would cut the notch in and put a plank on it and then stand on that plank and cut the tree down. That's the first one of those I've seen here, at least first one I've noticed. So that's kind of a cool piece of history right there, and you can tell. I'll insert a picture right here. You can tell that that's an old cut. So that's pretty neat. Looks like it's burned out inside here too. Huh. That's pretty cool. So I'm walking along the trail and I see, get down here, I see another one right here. Now this one only has one plank set in it. So that's kind of cool. So my guess is these things are, obviously, it could be anywhere. But both of these trees, the one that's right over there and this one that's right here, that one has both plank sets in it. That one has one on each side, and this one only has the one. But man, I just think it's just, I don't know, it adds character when you find stuff like that because, you know, hey, history's history. It's beautiful up here, but there's some history too. Okay, so hiked on back to the top of the trailhead and made it back to the parking lot. It's a pretty good hike. I mean, it's nice. If you're not used to hiking, there'll be that one area that kind of gives you a little bit of grief. The switchbacks and stuff and the rocks kind of before rocky, terraced area. That didn't come out right. The rocky, terraced area. I'm not sure I'm able yet to get my Oru to Mirror Lake, and I'm not sure I need to. The reason why is A, it's not very big. It's, whoops, anyway. It's not very big, and it's beautiful in its own right. The water clarity there, while it is pretty clear, it's on par with something like Trillium or Frog Lake, mosquitoes, and so I don't know that I could get good underwater footage. So other than recreationally bringing the kayak up here to kayak on Mirror Lake, I don't see that I could get any really good underwater footage. So I don't know that it's worth the effort. With that said, the hike is a wonderful hike. It's not bad. If you're just, you know, I saw all kinds of people today. It's definitely a busy trail. If you're not here to dark 30, like get here early, like kind of, at least when I did, it's going to be hard to get parking. And there's going to be a lot of people on the trail. Like I said early at the beginning of this, that the trail is well known, and that bears to be true. Very good, polite people. I met some wonderful people on the trail today, so that's a bonus. Do take the time to walk around the lake as much as you can. I would say, like right now, this time of year, yeah, the path kind of comes up to the lake from the south and then kind of goes around it, okay? If you get to the Y, and it's marked, if you get to the Y and you take a left, you're good to go. Takes you on the left side of the lake, and you can go around most all of it. On the right side of that lake, though, are some planks in kind of a marshy area, and right now you can get across a couple of them, but as soon as you step on one, it drops underwater and you get all wet, which I knew that thanks to All Trails, and some people up here mentioned it as well. So all in all, I like the hike. I'm not used to hiking, as I've said, so for me, it was a nice little workout. Nothing that is horrible. Am I going to feel it in the morning? Maybe. Oddly enough, my hips are the part that bothered me the most. Go figure. I don't know what that's all about. But again, I'm not a hiker. But if you've not been to Mirror Lake, I would definitely say, and if you've not been to Mirror Lake, I would definitely say, get up here early, bring yourself a water bottle. I saw people bringing literally just a cell phone and a water bottle. That's really all you need. You know, unless there's no need to carry a bunch of gear with you unless you're camping, or you're going to continue on up to, oh, I forgot the name of there's a mountain right up the way there. Anyway, it's another like 4 miles past more, and I guess it has parts that are difficult, like some of this hike. But it's about 4 miles past Mirror Lake. Great vista. I've got some photographs of that area from down at Mirror Lake, and it looks staggering to get up there. I did meet a guy who's going to camp up there tonight and do some star laps. That was kind of cool. But definitely, if you've not been up here and you're looking for something to do to get out of the city, come on up 26, the POW-MI highway, and you'll see the sign on the right. Use your GPS, Mirror Lake Trailhead. That's what you're looking for. Come on up here, find yourself a parking spot, grab your water bottle and your camera, and start heading up the trail. Well-marked trail, well-maintained trail. The rough parts are clearly, you know, easy to see. Not a problem there. You're not going to get lost if that's a concern of yours. And like I said, there's just that one strip where it's rocky and fairly steep, and then there's a couple of switchbacks, thank goodness. That's the worst part of it. Once you get before it and once you get after that, it's gravy after that. Then you're good to go. It's not too much further past the switchbacks either, so you should know that. So, final summary, I'm glad I came. It's been on my hit list for a while, and it answered a lot of questions that I had, that I kind of had hanging in a prior video I did about Mirror Lake. I went scouting up here is what I did. So, with that, hope you enjoyed the video. My name is Dana Price. This is Hammer Dog Productions. See you on the next one. See ya.